Welcome to Texas. I'm here at the Guildhall at SMU. We're going to take a tour of the PC Gaming Alliance Laboratory. This is our little part to show folks in the world that things do happen in the video game industry east of the Rocky Mountains. So let's go look at the laboratory. We're up at the PC Gaming Lab. Ooh, don't look here. Secret stuff. Can I remember the code? Yes. Okay. Here we are. Our handy testers working away. All 10 computers up and running. Jessica, wave at us. There's Jessica. We're going to talk to Jessica in a minute. This is my friend Jessica Nida. She is one of our testers. She's a post-grad. She graduated in July and got her master's degree in art creation. Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's right.
She's a great environmental artist, has great technical ability, so anybody who wants to hire her, she's ready to hear from you tomorrow. Jessica, tell me a little bit about your thoughts on the PC as a gaming platform.
I think it's a really important one. I've heard a lot of people say, PCs are dying as a platform, but I really don't think so, because just about everybody nowadays has a PC in their home. And when you design a game for a console, yes, you know what hardware to expect and to build for, but you're still limited by the hardware that they use to make that console versus a computer. Somebody can go and they can upgrade any of the hardware, like the graphics card, as needed. So I think it's a really good gateway for people who maybe they don't want to invest in an expensive console when they already have a PC, to get them into the video game market.
So you developed all your games while you were in school on PCs. Okay, so tell me how you test a game for the PC Gaming Lab. Just take us through what you do.
Well, and some of it kind of depends on the game. Some come with automated benchmarks, which are really nice because they usually test stressful conditions on the machine. But a game like Red Alert here, we would run through the game and we would test it for about 5 minutes, and we'd look at the frame rate. And we would see how that number would stack up against the other 10 computers we have in the lab. And we would also look for visual problems, for any desynchronizations with the audio files, and just generally where things slow down or play badly versus where they play really well, to kind of judge how the game is running on this computer.
You don't sound like an artist.
Oh, also I really like computers and technology, so this kind of bridges two of my interests.
Okay. And so how many different games have you tested?
Oh, a lot. This round we're testing about 16 to 18 different games, and the round before that we tested about at least a dozen, maybe more, so we've gone through a lot.
So you test them on each computer. You have 10 different computers. They all have different configurations, and so that's how we're testing. Okay, great, thanks. Okay, so here's the head Fred, my pal Ed.
Hello.
Ed's one of our faculty members, but a 15-year plus veteran with the video game industry.
A long, long time.
Ed, what's the purpose of the lab, and what are you guys doing here?
Well, the purpose, we are working for the PCGA to come up with an estimation of the minimum system that is considered a good gaming system within the PC realm. So we're trying to test some of the newest games that we have on different hardware and see how they work and what their problems are, what problems they run into, or whether they run smoothly, and come up with a recommendation for what people should be using for their gaming systems.
So, how long is this process going to take? How do you work? I mean, you have weekly meetings?
We have a staff up here that does testing on the games. I meet with them on a daily or every couple of days basis to go over what they've tested and give them either recommendations to improve testing or next steps on testing. I confer with the one of the subcommittees of the PCGA to get my directions for the team as far as what they're supposed to be testing, and also give my results to them, which we sort of go over together and figure out what they mean.
So as your background as a video game industry person, and what do you think? What's the importance of this work?
Well, my feeling is that and this is my personal one, not the PCGA official feeling. My feeling is that what we're trying to do is come up with some metrics or some standards that can guide both hardware people, people making the boxes, and software people, the people making the games, as sort of a base that they should be expected to make to. All of the console games have sort of the base hardware that everyone makes games to, but the PC industry, since they have this wide spectrum of hardware and things, doesn't really have any sort of set standard. It slides around and kind of grows and doesn't really stay put. So in some sense, we're trying to put a line in the sand or a stake in the sand and say this is what you should minimally work to in order for games to be more stable. The overall goal is to make gaming as fun and easy as console is, and one of the ways we can do that is sort of stabilize the base and make the minimum systems work to a certain expected way.
But why is it important for PCs to be a platform?
Well, to be a platform for gaming, PCs have an advantage, or a couple of advantages over consoles. One being that new hardware does come out fairly frequently, much more frequently than console. But that also tends to make things difficult, and that people are sometimes sort of afraid, oh, gee, if I buy this system, it's going to be out of date in a month, and I can't buy games for it, and there's nothing I can do. We're trying to provide a mechanism and hopefully eventually kind of a brand or a certification that, yes, if you get this system, it'll be good for a significant amount of time and will help you grow the system if need be, in order for your gaming experience to be good, and you'd have fun on the system and not worry as much as you do today, and needing your own network administrator and stuff in order to play games on the system.
Okay, good.